right, lesson number 2 for sequences. Number 2. All right, so remember that I told you that a term in a sequence is just a number in a sequence. So the first term is obviously the first number you see. And we use notation that looks like this. It's a U with a little 1. And that means the first term. And we use U to mean like just term, any term. So it could also be, or we could write it with an A with a little 1. Those are the 2 common letters. It just means term 1. Whether it's a U, whether it's an A, it just means term, and the 1 means it's the first one. So there are 2 types of sequences that are super, super, super common in math. There's arithmetic. That's this first one, arithmetic. And an arithmetic sequence is in order to get the next term, you add or subtract the same number each time. So for example, if you have a sequence and each time you're adding 2 to get the next number, it's arithmetic. However, if it's add 2, add 2, add 2, and then suddenly you're adding 3, it's not arithmetic anymore because it has to be the same number each time. Then a geometric sequence is the same thing, except it's if you multiply or divide to get the next number. So, in order to get the next term, you multiply or divide by the same number. Each time. So for geometric sequence, we're multiplying or dividing to get the next one. So one of the words we use is a generator, and the generator is what the rule is. So the generator is the rule we use to get the next term. So whether the rule is add 2 or multiply by 3, whatever that rule is, that's the generator. So you have 2 types of generators. You can have a common difference. So difference is how far the numbers are apart, which is what differences happen when you're adding or subtracting. So common differences are for arithmetic sequences because that's where you're adding or subtracting. So the common difference is the number you are adding or subtracting by to get the next term in an arithmetic sequence. It's specifically for arithmetic sequences. And then the common ratio is another type of generator, and that's for the geometric sequences. So it's the number you're multiplying or dividing by to get the next term in the geometric sequence. So I'm going to write that down. The number you are multiplying or dividing by to get the next term in a geometric sequence. Alrighty. Alright, let's do a couple of examples. Example 1, for the sequence below, what is the first term? Is it arithmetic or geometric? And what is the generator? So, the first term, which I'm going to use the little u sub 1, is 5. This one goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So if you notice the pattern, each time I'm adding 5. If it's an adding pattern, that makes it arithmetic. And the generator is because it's arithmetic, we use the word common difference of 5. And that's the generator. Sequence 2, again, was the first term. First term's 5 as well. However, if it's arithmetic or geometric, let's see, it goes from 5 to 10. So in that case, I'm adding 5. 10 to 20, that's not still adding 5. So it's not arithmetic because I'm not adding by the same thing. How do I multiply? From 5 to 10, that's times 2. What about here, from 10 to 20? Oh, that's also times 2. 20 to 40 times 2 times 2. So I'm multiplying by 2, so it's geometric. And the generator is a common, and we use the word ratio, because that's how we know we're multiplying, of 2. Alright, for example 3, let's figure out what the first term is. Well, the very first one we see is 100. Easy peasy. Is it arithmetic or geometric? Let's see. I'm going from 100 to 90, which means I'm going down, so I'm either subtracting or dividing. From 100 to 90, I have the minus 10. Let's see if that keeps working. Minus 10 is 80. Yep. So each time I'm subtracting 10, which makes it arithmetic. And in this case, the generator is a common difference because it's arithmetic. And it's negative 10 because we're going down 10. We're subtracting 10. And finally, for sequence 4, it also starts with 100. So u sub 1 is 100. However, let's see if it's arithmetic or geometric. From 100 to 50, you'd have to minus 50. If I minus 50 again, that's not 25. So you're not subtracting. So let's try dividing. 100 divided by 2 is 50. If I divide that by 2, that is 25. And if I do it by 2 again, it is 12.5. So I'm dividing by 2, which makes it geometric. Because we're dividing. Which means the generator is a common, we use the word ratio because it's geometric, of, and if I'm dividing by 2, how I write that as something you're multiplying by, you always write divided by 2 in a fraction, where it's 1 over 2. So multiplying by 1/2 is the same thing as dividing by 2. So if your generator is dividing by 3, you say common ratio of 1 over 3. Or if it's divided by 4, then it's 1 over 4, so on and so forth.